Recently, I got my hands on a Magic collection with all sorts of goodies, and I'll show off more of that whenever. But most importantly, I came across the whole cycle of these cards. Now, if you're unfamiliar, this whole set of auras do this stupid thing where whenever a creature with mana value 6 or more enters, you return this from your graveyard attached to that thing. We got to get those dumb auras into our graveyard, and then we're going to play something like a Gruff Triplets. Now, when Gruff Triplets enters the battlefield, it's going to create token copies of itself, so long as the first one that enters is a non-token. So that's going to give us a couple of triggers. We can yank back these disgusting boys from the graveyard, putting them on our non-token Gruff Triplets before he even makes the tokens to resolve, and then we just sacrifice the non-token one to whatever effect we so desire. Then the rest of the brothers are going to enter, and that's going to give us more triggers. And then we just yank those same auras back, plop them on the token, whichever one we want to do. Maybe we even split it up. Who cares? But what's fun about that is that once we have any of those token Gruff Triplets, we can play a mirror image copying one of those Gruff Triplets, because this is a non-token permanent entering the battlefield. It will do the trigger to make token copies of Gruff Triplets. So now you can sacrifice, whichever token you want to, and then you just do the copy, you bing bang bong, and you get them. But the best possible way to do this sequence is with a Protean Hawk. If we can get a Protean Hawk into play, as well as a clone or a copy of Protean Hawk, all we have to do is, we clone the Protean Hawk, we put all of the auras on that clone. Ow! Big burger. We put all the auras on the clone, and then we sacrifice the clone. Now, what is that Protean Hawk clone going to go get? It's going to go get a clone, copying Protean Hawk. And they're going to return those auras from the battlefield attached to the new Protean Hawk that's a copy of the other Protean Hawk, getting back all them sweet, sweet auras. And if you jam-pack your deck with enough clones, you can just loop this over and over and over. And if you have the mental capacity for it, you can also set up a sequence where you're shuffling all of the clones that you sacrificed back into your library forever. And since most clones are like 4 mana value, 3 mana value, you can also just grab a win con in addition and just mill everybody out, because you keep turning whatever Protean Hawk into a dragon. Notable other includes are Nacatl Warpride, which creates a bunch of token copies of itself whenever it attacks, and Giant Ataphage that creates token copies of itself whenever it deals combat damage. Become the dragon!